do you, I'm assuming you do since your last answer, but the keystones and all this Common Core and everything, do you think that needs to be removed, taken out?
You know, some of Common Core is not a bad idea. But yeah, I don't think keystones are the way to measure adolescence, and I think you end up putting somebody in a position at the age of 16 that might adversely affect them for the rest of their lives, and I certainly wouldn't want to be judged by what I did when I was 16. So I'd like to see keystones removed. Common Core, there's some things there you can work with.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there is a way to measure it, or should we not try to measure it?
I'd like it to be done locally, which locally means, excuse me, the Radnor Township communities can decide what's best for Radnor Township kids. There's different needs in different communities. So I think there obviously has to be some assessment, and there are assessments all in life. If you go to medical school, you got to take a huge test at the end. If you go to law school, same thing. And to get into both of those, you do. So there is a place for a specific type of testing, but everything, no, I don't think that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm. Do you think these problems are in Radnor, or are they more prevalent in schools like Philadelphia and?
Well, we're fortunate because honestly, it's kind of just a nuisance. Although the one thing it does do, it does force us to focus on kids who are lagging behind where they might get forgotten. So that's one positive. We're forced to, try to come up with programs and strategies to help them. As far as like in a place like Philadelphia, it's kind of putting the cart ahead of the horse. There's so many other things that need to be done. Then maybe you can look at some assessment down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But they ought to start, bulking up the pre-K programs and the primary programs, because if a kid doesn't have the foundation by the time he gets to your age, it's too late, honestly.
What do you think about performance standards as a measure of how much money that schools should receive? Whereas schools
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
It's so wrong, because it's exactly the opposite of what it should be. So if you don't do well, which means you need more, you get less.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but that's not terribly logical to me.
Yeah. Could these problems with like the Philadelphia schools not doing well in Keystones, could they be solved by making the money more equitable, more equal?
I don't know about solve, but how you would solve it is if you fix childhood poverty, the education system will fix itself automatically.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
And is there anything we as students can do, or other students in any place can do to start solving these?
Do the best you can. Take advantage of the opportunities that you have here. Try to remember that other people have situations so much worse. The first thing we can do is take care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. Then if we're good and healthy and educated, we can then help take care of others.
Mm-hmm. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
That's it.
All right, fellas.